But we got an email that she was getting an award a few weeks ago.
That's great.
So we go and we thought it'd be PE again, or
Athlete
Latin.
of the
She's really
year
good
or
at
something.
Latin. She got this math award. She took this test and finished 30th% in the nation. I'm like,
Yeah.
she didn't get that from either one of us.
So
Not math.
Y'all like,
Yeah, we're like, even she was like, what? Yeah. Okay.
My math stopped when I said, "Oh, I just got screwed on that payoff." That's where my math stopped.
I think we should do a TikTok, to post before this podcast comes out.
definitely do TikTok.
Right, like a dancing one.
Yeah.
Okay. Got that look. What's going on?
Think of a good dance move.
I'm not. I'm not in there. I'm not down with the TikToks.
Is it TikTok? TikToks.
It's like the polices. It's just,
We call them the police.
But you agree with me though.
yeah, TikToks.
No, the polices.
No.
The polices.
Not sis.
No, I don't.
If you did agree with me earlier. With the deers too, right?
Yeah,
With the
If you
deer,
see
he
a
agrees.
bunch of deer, if you see
It's
5
deer.
deers,
It's deer. There's 5 deer. Count the deer. There's 1, 2, 3, 5 deer.
your English teacher just rolled over in her grave. Listen,
not dead.
it's plural, right? With the S on it. It's more than one, right?
Well, normally, but not
there were
deer.
many deer in
That's
the
one,
herd.
singular.
There were many deers.
We should just be
There
filming.
was a lot of deers.
There's a lot of deers.
Yeah.
Look at the deer.
So I guess,
there's a lot
English,
of
I
deer.
guess English and math I didn't do really well. I'm
Okay,
not
Pete,
afraid, or is my family afraid to butcher the English language at all?
His family do it too?
Huh? Oh, you
family
should,
do it?
oh, bro, you should hear my mom talk.
Okay, mine too. Okay.
I thought I was in high school before I learned it wasn't pronounced Hawaii.
Who said Hawaii?
Huh?
Your mom said
My
Hawaii.
mom. Oh yeah.
But that's what Granddaddy said. Hiawatha. That's how he said it.
Hawaii.
And so you grew up saying it.
Oh yeah.
He just stopped saying. How do you pronounce MRS? Like MRS dot. Like if you're
Miss?
Mrs. Right?
Mrs., right, yeah.
Measures.
That's how he said it until like.
Measures.
I was like, what
Mrs.
is What is
Calloway.
Mrs.? He's like, like MRS. I'm like,
MRS. He
you
wanted to
said that your
pronounce
whole
every
life?
letter he saw.
numerous.
I did. It was always so confusing when they came up with Ms. That's
Ms.
like
That's
M-I-S-S, right?
no MS.
M-S.
Miss.
Ms.
I'm confused on as far as the
Yes.
one's married, single.
Single.
Singles
MS
and-
is single, right? That's like
See, I don't know
Mister.
the difference between MISS and MS. I don't know.
Miss.
I know, but MISS.
Excuse me,
is
Miss.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go. Excuse me, Miss. Or I guess I could.
So the
Miss.
two S's mean what?
like a young lady, maybe. I don't know.
No, that's an older one. She's
MISS?
mature. A mature male. Yeah.
Excuse me, Miss.
Excuse me, Miss Mivers.
Mers.
No, Mrs.
Mivers.
Come on, man.
And he adds letters like if you go across the street, like he adds letters. He says across.
I don't
he
do
adds a
that
T
either.
on the
I
end.
don't, not anymore.
Across.
He just throwing letters on
I
top of
crossed.
letters.
yeah, on top
I
of
crossed the
letters.
road. I went over there on the other side.
I went
Anyway,
across.
this is
Okay.
a WWE and Fanatics original production. I am the OD, original Dead Man, and this is my beautiful co-host, Michelle Money McCool, and our guest today. My goodness, probably the most decorated champion, if not the most decorated champion. He's got to be in the top 5 for sure. A 3-time tag team champion, currently champion, a 2-time United States champion, a 2-time hardcore champion, a 2-time Slammy Award winner,
Dang.
and outside of the WWE, a 2-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, a 2-time NWA World Tag Team Champion, and 1-time TNA World Tag Team Champion. But the biggest one, this is the one that puts you over the top, a 53-time 24/7 champion, by far the most in WWE history. Ron, the Truth, Killings. My man.
Thanks for having me, Mitch.
Dude,
So happy you're here.
53
Yeah.
times.
You crashed weddings and stuff, didn't you?
I thought it was 54, but yeah, 53 though.
Hey,
Not good at math. We're not
we'll
good at
We
math.
already said
We're
we're not
talking
good
about
at
that,
math.
right?
We said that.
we'll double check it, and if it comes up 54, we will correct.
We put that on the calendar at our cookout. Y'all, we having a cookout. Me and
Oh,
Taker and
Well, let's not
Michelle.
get too far ahead of ourselves. with
No.
the
We've
cookout.
been talking about this cookout though for like a year.
Taker not wanting to do it. I don't know what's the hold up, but he's being like, okay, we can do, we can't do. The cookout be great, Tay.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. If the cookout, you're more than welcome to come to the house and
Bring some people?
Well, that's
You can bring
that's
some
where the
people.
problem
You can bring
starts.
some people.
Like I'm gonna need a guest list.
To get-
Okay. I mean, I get you on the guest list.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Right. Yeah, because you're gonna bring
10
half
people?
them Joe Bros you work with, and I mean
Wow.
Just the good ones,
Just the good ones.
the cool ones.
the cool ones.
Rey
We've been talking-
Mysterio.
Okay,
Oh,
Ray's
yeah.
invited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Ray can
What
come.
about Dom?
Dom can come too, right?
Can the two
Oh, yeah,
be in
yeah.
one place?
Dom can come.
Okay.
Dom come.
Dom can come.
Yeah,
Solo and all them guys.
Oh yeah.
Man, but they eat,
That's a lot of food.
That is right.
Hey.
that's a
And
lot
we
of
gonna
turkey
have-
tails
that's a
right
lot-
there, brother.
That's a lot of meat gone, right? So we might have to we're gonna make a guest list out for everybody.
All right, we'll
We've been
work on
talking
it.
about this for a year.
Yes, we
Ever
have
since
been.
the White Album.
You two
We
been
have-
talking about this for a
We
year.
included you too.
No, I hear
Exactly.
you talking about it, but I don't really think that I don't think I'm included in the.
No, he's included.
Very included.
He's been
You're
included
the
since
one-
day
yeah,
one.
you gotta help us put it together.
I'm gonna have to dig the pit and put all the.
We're gonna have on aprons together. Aprons, the
Magic
chef
aprons.
hats,
Yep.
the spatulas,
Ride
right?
some dirt bikes, ride some four wheelers,
Ride some four-wheelers,
catch some
dirt bikes.
fish.
No, because we're gonna be grilling.
a dip in the pool,
Everybody else
Dip in
gonna
the
be
pool.
running around doing everything while
and we're gonna cook.
And we're gonna cook.
And we're gonna do the White Album.
White
the whole
Album.
thing started with
Yep.
Mitch asked me about the White Album.
Yep.
And I said, you know what? I want you to take it to hear it. I want y'all to listen to it. And they were like, oh, we should have a cookout at the house. Like, cookout, that's a great idea, Mitch. I think you came up with it. So we said we'll have a cookout, do the White Album, invite the people, and make it be.
Done deal.
You know what?
I mean,
I have to do this first.
Oh,
See, this is traditional. Like,
Okay.
I've been around the game for a long time, y'all. And take,
no, man! I was watching you when I was a kid.
no, but Taker
Wow.
is the, Taker,
wow.
he hit me with that.
He did. He
I love you, bro. Hey, Minnie, I can even try with it. Hey, Minnie.
He just came out hit me
No, so he
dead.
just
Right,
threw it in there. He
right.
threw it in there. And
Just
he
right in
almost
the
got
middle of
it.
your
Yeah.
presentation, too. My bad. All right, go ahead.
Again.
Oh, go ahead. Just go ahead. I'll leave. I'll
Okay.
stay out.
For y'all that don't know, Take it to general. He's the sergeant. He's the guy that ran the locker room. When you did wrong, when there was court cases, when there was anything, if you wanted to get on the guy's good side, you had to bring him some of this. And not meaning you're gonna be on his good side, but just
That oh,
It helps. It softens it. It softens.
it
I
helps.
appreciate that gesture of. You never went to wrestler's court though.
I didn't, but I don't even think he remembered this. Remember that time you put me in check?
Oh,
Wait
do
a
tell.
minute.
Do tell.
Oh,
Dude, I can't
shit.
remember what I had for breakfast.
Oh my
Like,
gosh!
Wait,
yes.
what happened?
I don't know if it was a chamber. It was a match we had. I was right with Rey Mysterio, and Ray wanted a latte. He wanted some coffee.
I don't doubt that one. bit.
Ray wanted to get some kind of coffee, and okay, cool, we'll get the coffee. But we was late, and I was in a pay-per-view match with Taker, Sean. Oh, it was a big match. It was a lot of people in the match. It was like 45 minutes late.
Oh no.
And everybody was in the ring when we got there, right? And Taker was just sitting there, like he was harmless, like he was Taker. He was just sitting there, and I came in shaking everybody's hand. Hey, what's up, Sean? What's up, Chef? What's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? When I got to Taker, when he gave me that and pulled me in, you remember that? He was sitting down. He pulled me in. Very disrespectful.
Oh.
You got this man, you got that man, you got him waiting on you for the pay-per-view.
Ooh. Ouch.
2 drops of pee came out. You know what I'm saying? Because it was, you know what I'm saying, like, not only disciplinary, but it was just, the position I was in, the opportunity I was having with these caliber of guys, and it's Taker. He's
Not
cool
too-
than a fan, but it was when he had to
Put the
when he had to
hammer
eat your
down.
grits, he was gonna eat your grits.
Not 2 drops of pee though.
2 drops came out. Yeah. 2 drops
Two
came
drops.
out. Yeah.
Hey, but if you didn't send
I can't even say anything. I mean, 2 drops of pee. I guess the message was received. I guess.
Received well.
did you
Received
see
well.
did you see any of the courts in action?
No, I would hear about him.
Oh yeah.
You would hear about him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm always Ray had me. That's neither here nor there. But
Wait, it's here. No.
the court cases was like Jack Daniel was one of the main things that was needed at the court cases. If you wanted to have it was fun.
Yeah.
It was the boys, and it was the way of like Taker handling and controlling the locker room in a playful way.
Right.
But the damn hammer was down.
You knew.
It was no
Yeah.
games. You
Yep.
knew.
Yeah. It was a way of sending the message without having to be
Like really.
ultra heavy and like, dude, you're screwing up here. Like,
Yes.
so you have an option, and that's a test as well. It's like how do you receive this? Like, so back then we were on the road, worked all the time. People get a little short and they get a little high strung sometimes. So
Yes.
you needed a little bit of levity sometimes in keeping everybody on the right plane. And it wouldn't be like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. But there is a decorum to what we do.
Yes.
Time is important, and respecting these guys in the locker room. And I think, I think a lot of people here, so many guys have talked about wrestlers court, and I think it's a bullying thing, and it was like, is that no? It's a way to let you know that you're screwing up a little bit, and we're just going to bring it to you in this manner. But you might want to get your shit together.
Yes.
Because the next time we got to talk about this, it's probably not going to be as pleasant,
That's it.
right? So you know what? Everybody's in a good mood now. Some of the wrestlers' courts, because sometimes there was personal beefs in there.
Yes,
and they
yes.
could get a little tense. But the overall objective to wrestlers' court was to handle an issue, but not make it a issue.
Yes.
So
Never come to never go above or beyond. It was just always right there with the boys. And the way you handled it, man, it was professional. It was teaching professionalism. It was teaching respect. It was teaching decorum. It was teaching so much to new talent like myself, K Quick coming in. And the guys that were still there that would still be the guys. You just kept us straight, man. It was almost like you kind of wanted to go to wrestling court just to like,
Just
you know
to
what I'm saying?
see it.
Like, but it wasn't what you thought it was, but it was what was needed. You feel me?
Yep.
yeah, there was some
Back then.
back then.
Back then.
Yeah, back then. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm trying to think like some ones that got a little more tense. Whew.
I can think of one.
Godfather one.
Melina.
Oh.
Tell me about that. What's that one?
That one.
Oh, I think
That
that's what y'all
was
talking about. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Melina was involved in that. She was.
What was one? Was that the one where's the one where Charmel got so hot?
She was in that one.
It
All
was
it happened,
one?
that happened in Australia.
Yeah, it started in Australia.
I didn't even
Or
know
Austria.
I didn't even know I had jurisdiction.
Was it
Oh,
Austria?
my
Wait.
gosh.
Was it Austria or Australia? Because we were on
Oh,
that
my
tour.
Oh.
Was that your first slip up? Like the big?
that was
Because
first,
it didn't become a thing after that, right?
It was
like,
my first.
that was,
Yes, it was.
That was so
And
freaking
Finn
funny.
had kangaroos in my bag. They were putting kangaroos in my. I legit. I guess I grew up with your mom. Because I didn't know there was a difference.
But I'll never forget, we were cracking up backstage. You came back, and just so happened MVP was right there too. And Mark was like, Banks. He said, you know the difference between Australia and Austria? You're like, man, he read too many books in prison. Like I was.
Yeah,
that was
they
your
took all the
response,
books.
and I'll never forget it. You're like, they start with an A. They both, they sound the same. We were
The greatest part of it
rolling.
was the conviction for
Oh,
which
yeah.
you said it. You were so confident, and
kept repeating it, right?
I'm proud.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could almost see it in your face, like, why are they not popping?
Why are they booing?
Why are they booing me? Like, they should love me.
This is Australia, right?
God, that was funny.
No. You're in Austria
Yeah.
right now.
So you had
Same
kangaroos.
thing.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing, right?
Just different continents.
It's L's.
They like most of the letters are the same.
Almost, right?
Right.
They started off the same.
I'll confuse you.
I mean, put an L or something in there. You're right there.
Exactly.
Too many letters in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, take one or two out, and you got what you want. You know?
But back to that court case in Australia But the thing that always stands out, that was tense, and it was almost like it was almost needed. I don't know if you remember. You were in there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Where Larry Heck came in with the big platter of drinks.
Yes.
Because we had been in there so long. I mean, this platter was this big, and it was full.
Shots,
It
yeah.
was full of
Yeah.
shots and everything else. And he's walking up, and we were in the room. It was a little bigger than the studio, but it wasn't a big room.
Right.
And there were a lot of people in there. And he tripped. You remember? He tripped and spilt that whole tray of drinks. We almost stopped that case and brought him up. I was so hot. We had been in there a while, and it was the atmosphere was it was a little tense, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Because that's what 2007.
Oh my God,
Seven-ish.
Yeah, so everything was, that was one of the wrestlers' court had. There were less days coming.
Less days
than there had been.
Yes,
right?
yes. It was
of becoming a kinder, gentler
yes
era, and yes,
was lighter,
one, yeah. So yeah, that tray spilling everywhere, and I just remember looking at him and him looking up at me. Like, it was just like, you had one job. You had one job, Larry.
He spilled
Screwed it
the
up.
whole thing. Like,
The whole thing.
I think he just turned around, walked back out, and started. There, I don't know how much money was on that tray. There was a
oh
lot
my
of money,
gosh, yes.
because that was full. It was.
I felt bad for him.
I did for a second, but
Like,
then I was
was
just
it.
hot.
for a
but
second.
I was just hot because I'm gonna need a little extra judge reasoning here to get out of this situation
to not
without
bring
somebody.
you up on charges.
Yeah, right. Holy smokes, man. We've all been there. When hunger strikes and you're exhausted, there's something healthy in your fridge that you should be making, but you just don't have it in you. For me, eating healthy isn't a willpower problem, it's a setup problem. Until I found Factor. With Factor, I'm hitting my nutrition goals this season without the planning, grocery runs, or cooking. Factor has meals built around your goals, whether that's weight loss, overall nutrition, more protein, or GLP-1 support. For strength and workout recovery, check out Factor's Muscle Pro Collection. Fresh, never frozen, over 100 rotating weekly meals, so there's always something new to look forward to. I love Factor because it's ready in 2 minutes, and they shop, prep, cook, and deliver straight to your door. So you have more time for everything you love this spring and summer. Head to factormeals.com/Undertaker50off and use code Undertaker50off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 2026. See website for more details. You've been here a minute, man.
I have.
You came in first when, in 2001?
06, 07 is when I first signed.
With WWE.
I came right towards the end of the Attitude Era. And I left in 2000. Then I went to TNA, Italy, Mexico, and then came back.
I didn't know you worked in Mexico.
Went to AAA. The coordinator took me to.
Uh-oh.
You speak
You're
any
about to
Spanish?
get
Un poquito.
poquito.
Because I know a guy down there. He always looking for fresh young talent. If you speak Spanish,
Even poquito.
I'm just saying.
Poquito is Spanish,
Poquito.
right?
Yeah. See.
I'm just
Hola.
saying, man.
Hola.
Me llamo la verdad.
Oh.
Okay.
He's
I
like,
can work with that.
He didn't think I knew that
He
right
didn't
there.
I can
through
work,
it.
I
He's
can
like-
work with that. Okay.
¿Cómo se llama?
Se llama el jefe.
Se llama. No, mi llama.
Me llama el jefe. Hey.
Me take her go teach Spanish next. We're going to teach
After the
Spanish at the
cookout.
cookout. Yeah,
At
at
the
the cookout.
cookout. Oh, I can't.
Oh. Ray can help us.
Yeah.
Were you on that tour that the volcano erupted?
Yes.
Were you-
And
Were you?
both our buses
Were you
broke down.
I
Do
wasn't
you
there.
remember? Were you on the bus with? It was me, Ray, Glenn was on the bus when we finally pulled up in Paris, and we all had to run off the bus.
Yeah, to the airport,
Do you
yes.
remember when Steamboat turned around because our driver spoke Spanish, and Steamboat turned around to? Do you remember we were doing the train of
Yes,
luggage?
yes.
He turned around to Ray and goes, "Ray, speak that language.
Speak
you
that
speak."
language to him, Ray. We got to go. Speak that language to him, Ray.
He goes, "Speak that language you
Speak it
speak,"
to
and like
him.
we were so done after 27
need it.
hours that we
We had two buses that broke down.
barely got up the
The
hill.
guy was driving the bus, and there was smoke coming out of the bus, everything. And when the driver of the bus does this,
Yes, he did. He did.
it's bad, right?
Yeah, that
It's
ain't
pretty
good.
bad.
Do you remember we stopped at a gas station for a bathroom break because we didn't have bathrooms that whole entire time either, and they're like, "Y'all got 2 minutes."
Yes.
Because we were going to miss every single
Miss every-
shutdown of the airport. Like we'd already
Yes.
taken
Oh,
trains
my
and
gosh, that was
cars and
crazy.
planes. That was wild.
And we was on the side of the road for a while too, right?
Because it broke down because it was smoking.
I remember Jericho was like in the middle of the bus with his feet up.
Glenn was in the aisle.
Yes.
Also,
Everybody just drinking beer.
no food.
We had nowhere to go.
No food. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was
bad.
crazy. I forgot about that.
We had to ride
Because of
that
the
train.
volcano.
We had to ride a train.
My first time ever riding the train.
Same. Me too. That thing was fast. But boy, God, I was so
I
done.
missed that one.
I won't forget that
I
right
won't
there,
forget.
dog.
No.
I said, Ricky, you saw what he did. He did the crosses, Ricky. I said, we gonna die.
And Ray listened to everything he's saying, being able to translate it. But yeah, that was, oh man, that was horrible.
Wow.
Speak
I
that
forgot
language
about
you
that.
speak. Oh yeah.
The
Yep.
volcano tour.
It's all glamour,
man.
man. It's all glamour. No one ever thinks about those kind of trips and the things that you have to go through sometimes to get where you got to get. Fortunately, I was at home on that loop, so
And Raw had it bad too, but they were in the same spot. Like they just got to stay in their hotel.
Right.
And then we landed and had to go straight to TV and just
Straight to TV.
all sorts of out of it. Just
But did you hit the pop when we took off?
oh, we were so excited because we had like only a few minutes to spare.
I think
also,
people was crying. Like we was like, we made it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
y'all were those people that
We-
clapped when you.
We were
we
those,
were those
we
people.
were clapping.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yes.
We were running through. It was Paris. Was it Paris? I don't know, but literally we only had a few minutes. Oh, remember that they started circling once we got there? They couldn't find which terminal we were supposed to be in, so we finally think we've made it. We're going to take off, and they missed our exit.
Everybody
Our
wanted to jump on
driver.
the driver because he was circling
Oh,
around. He
golly.
just trying to make sure we're in the right place.
Oh man, I couldn't
Like, bro,
imagine.
if you don't get us in the right place right now, you're gonna lose. Like it was calm
was-
down. Like he said, I'm trying to find the place. I'm trying to find. You feel me?
Gosh, that was crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine at that point the boys had all they were gonna.
You know when
they were all
Glenn-
gonna take.
When Glenn gets hot, it's
Glenn
like,
got hot?
Glenn
Glenn was
got
hot.
hot.
Oh,
He had to run too. We always running.
oh, bro. if Big Kane got hot, then yeah,
Oh, he was hot.
because
Yeah.
if that's the voice of reason at all times.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Could you imagine the big red machine just running through the airport, though? We all with our luggage, everything, just hauling ass,
That was
trying to make
so
that
funny.
flight.
That was crazy. Oh, yeah,
was
good
fun
times.
now.
Good times.
I remember years ago we landed in I think it was, which one's the bigger one? In Heathrow? Is Heathrow bigger than Gatwick? Yeah, Heathrow.
I think
the
he
big
threw a
think
big
it-
one, yes.
And we
Yep.
we landed in Heathrow. We landed in Heathrow and we had to go across the airport to catch another flight to go. I think we were going up to Ireland or somewhere like that. And Big Yoke, man, bless his heart, like he just gassed out. Like, he
couldn't
just
get
he
it.
just stopped. He just stopped.
He
and sat
stopped?
down. Yeah, he had to catch another flight because. Yeah,
Why are you laughing?
I mean
You
we're
made me laugh.
no, I
You
mean,
laughing, Michelle? I'm not
Why y'all
laughing.
laughing, man?
I'm laughing because
Michelle's
he's
laughing.
No,
I was not
You're
laughing.
making me laugh.
Man.
I didn't laugh.
You
I
make-
just
you were
was
la-
snickling.
Snickling.
Yeah.
Snickling.
Snickering. Snickling.
It was bad. And then I got on the plane. I was like, dang, I should have stayed. I was tired too. Like it was like, he just like.
That's a big airport though.
It's huge. Yeah. And they should have had some kind of transportation.
Did they have the
Yeah, this
cards?
is back in the day, man.
Nah, you wouldn't get no cards back then.
No. You ain't getting no cards. You ain't getting picked up on the jetway. None of that stuff that we get later on. But back then, man, you just
All foots.
All foot. No moving escalators.
Running.
Yeah, and it was
And we was running.
We would.
yeah those.
Shoot, one of the worst airports is Charlotte.
Charlotte's big.
Charlotte's spread out, and they don't have all
No,
the...
one of the worst airports is Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
And Denver's pretty big too, right?
Denver's big.
long.
That's a big airport.
Yeah.
If you get something,
Did you grew up in Charlotte? So you've
Yes.
been there your entire life? Never moved?
I lived in Nashville,
Okay.
Memphis, Georgia. But just right, that's it. North Carolina, I don't think I'm going nowhere.
Nice. What was it like growing up there?
It's hospitality there.
Yeah.
Like Texas.
Yep.
We still say yes, ma'am,
Yep.
no, ma'am, yes,
Yep.
sir. No. Y'all still say that?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
People are
I
crazy
raised
when...
we raise our kids. I'll tell you what. If when I grew up, if say we're at the dinner table, and my mom asked me something, and it was like a yes or no answer, and I would go, oh yeah. I'd look up. My dad be looking at me like, boy.
Get it
What'd
right.
you say?
Yes, ma'am. And he didn't have to tell me what to say. I knew exactly
You
what
knew.
I needed
Yeah.
to say. All I had to see was his eyes and look like, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. No, man. I'll do it. Like I still do it.
Me too.
I still
yeah.
say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. People are like, are you in the military? I was like,
Yeah.
no. I was raised by a man that said you give
Required
people.
that, yeah.
Absolutely. It was. Yeah, it's just one of those. I think it's a Southern thing.
It's a Southern thing.
Yeah.
And of course, every place got its bad spots, good spots, bad spots.
Yeah, yeah.
But North Carolina, man, like going from grammar school to middle school to high school to making all my mistakes, learning all my lessons, growing up as a man, becoming a man, having kids, and North Carolina just has my heart.
Yeah.
All my experiences, all my accomplishments, my failures, my successes. It's just
And you played sports in high school, didn't you? Football, track?
football, and I ran track.
Okay. But music was always your...
Music was my
Love.
thing. Yeah.
That was your passion?
That was the way I could express myself. You can communicate with people. You can educate people. You can give people comfort. Like a lot of my music now, I get so much music. People are like, oh man, the White Album has helped me in times of depression and times of I lost this person in my life, and because all my music speaks about is being your own cheerleader. Life ain't gonna always be roses and cherries. It ain't gonna always be sweet, but you know what I'm saying? Like you got the power, you got the strength to do, be. If I did it, anybody can do it. And my music pretty much expresses how I feel, you see on TV. The music is pretty much all truth. It's Ron Killings. It's
I love that. But who instilled that in you? Your mom? I mean, you're such a...
I would say my mom, my dad did. My mom, my dad, my family, being around the right people. I mean, and I think we, as humans, we get a chance to be around the wrong people too.
Oh yeah.
We pick up bad habits, or we see worse habits than the ones we got. and
Justify.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Justify yours.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
I ain't doing that.
I definitely ain't doing that.
No.
Well, at least I don't do that. Well, but it's like, I don't know, it don't take much to be just respectful, be a good person, be a good human, want to help somebody help me. I was in a halfway house when Jack Crockett saw me.
Yeah.
How many people help you in a halfway house?
Not many.
You know? And I was asking, I won't forget, it's so funny. When I turned him down the first time, I was on the phone. I was like, man, I just want you to invest the money in my music career. All I want to do is invest in my career. Jack Crockett from WCW.
Yeah.
Bro, you can invest the money in my career. He said, don't forget our special place I met you at. So,
Oh, he dropped it back on you. Huh?
He turned it around.
Okay. All right.
nobody's just going to give you money
Yeah.
because you say you have a dream or you're talented. I'm going to give you an opportunity to explore your dream and make it happen for yourself.
He believed
You can
in you.
invest in yourself. He believed in me. Like, oh man. And then when I did the 24 thing and WWE found him and I saw him again, it struck up all those old feelings of like being out of high school, getting with the wrong people, the wrong crowd, making those mistakes, not knowing what you want to do with your life, man. Like I know how it feels. So it's easy to reach people, or I can see it. I know that. I know how it looks and walks to not know what you want to do with your life, but you want to do something. I don't want to do that. I want to be this. Seeing Jack Crockett brought all those back up because I had gave up on me. Mm-hmm. When I see Road Dogg, I had gave up on me. Road Dogg, and stuff you don't even know. Like when I saw him in, I don't even want to talk about it because it gets emotional, but when I saw him in Memphis.
It's good for views. Go ahead. Let it
Wow.
go.
Jeez. He just said,
He just want to use me.
He's using me. No, he's sitting here talking about, it costs nothing to be kind to people.
No. I'm invested in your story. I really am. But I need some views too. You help me.
Okay.
I help you. You help me.
Okay. Wow. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help.
Go ahead.
Got you.
I don't.
But no. When I see Road Dogg, every time it's like to give up. Like think about it. I met Jack Crockett coming from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like and selling and doing this and that, but to believing something and believing yourself, it didn't happen. I got signed to a contract, and when I met Road Dogg in Memphis, my contract was done then. This is back when Kevin Kelly was there and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My contract was coming up. I had already gave up because I was having issues in Charlotte at home, and my mind wasn't there in Memphis and developmental, and I was like, I'm ready to quit, man. I'm not made for wrestling. I'm not, man, the words that he spoke to me and just to have somebody believe in you means a lot. It didn't take a bunch of people. He believed in me and said, hey, man, you got what it takes. Won't, man, just, you got to hold on. Can you give me 2 months? I'll have you out of here. It's just, it took me under his wing. To have somebody give a damn about me, it just like, that's powerful to me. Mm-hmm. I've heard a quote, somebody said, people helping people is a powerful thing. And I've gotten where I'm at in life by good energy and good people. Mm-hmm. And that's just something I've always like instilled.
That's awesome. I think if you have one person, if you just have one that believes in you and has no ulterior motive, just believes in the person, I mean, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Don't take a lot. Don't take a group, just one.
So you didn't have, so wrestling wasn't, were you a fan of wrestling or just?
I was a fan of it. I was aware of it. I loved Nikita Koloff, Ron Simmons, JYD, Ricky Steamboat, Magnum TA. I loved all of Dusty, but it wasn't like I want to be a professional wrestler.
Right.
Never was. Professional wrestling came about from Jack Crockett. And again, it goes back into me knowing how to tap and relate to those type of people. Not only not knowing those type of people that don't know what they want to do with their lives or they want to do something or this and that. It's just, it never was my thing. But sometimes you have to take a different route to get where you want to go. And wrestling was my different route. It saved my life. It got me out of the streets. It taught me decorum. It taught me how to be a man, how to be professional. People, I've toured around the world because of wrestling. Wrestling has suited me up for life. And there's people that's all they want to do in this business is wrestle. Mm-hmm. There's so many things that I want to do. Wrestling was a avenue and a tool that my higher power gave me to use for, man, when I see people and they say, bro, I grew up watching you. You're my hero. My
was one of them.
mom. Yeah, he hit me again. You good. You good.
I just.
In case you missed it the first time.
Yeah, but it's wrestling, man, has brought so much to me by taking a different route that you never would expect. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the different route you take, maybe the route you're supposed to have been taking a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't even know that. You won't know it until you take it.
True.
And we always wonder, like, one thing I learned from Cena is, like, I sometimes would say, oh, I wonder what would happen if we could. He said, why wonder about it?
Just do it.
It can't, it's done, it's over. Go here, go there. Go where you know. Don't go where it's been, where you already know it's not going to be. We're about one heel at a time. Right, Cena?
So bring me up to speed. So how does Crockett, how does he find you? How does he? I'm invested in a story. I don't know.
We're in the halfway house, and I'm telling jokes. This is a little corner over there where the inmates at. You know, we got the weight, got a little bench set, and I'm over there telling jokes and dancing. Crockett will come in every day at 6 o'clock. He would be up for like a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours. He would go to bed. He would wake up 5. He would be gone all day. So that was his work release schedule. So he would come in, not knowing he was watching me. This is a true story. The deputies, they saw my pictures with Tupac Shakur and Eazy-E and all these rappers, and they were like, bro, you're not supposed to be in here. You're supposed to be out there, doing something else with your life. And okay, cool. We're going to find somebody to invest in you. That's where the investment thing comes from. Mm-hmm. We're going to find somebody to invest in you and your music. You become a big rap star, and we can stop working here and work for you. Damn, dog, that sounds cool. Let's do that.
That sounds really good.
That sounds good. I'm with
yeah.
it. So they going through all the people's files, and people files like, come with a couple guys, money laundering, this and that. We don't want nobody with that. You don't got in trouble. Jack Crockett, you ever heard of professional wrestling? Yeah. WCW, like, well, this guy was him, did the cameraman. He's over there. Maybe he could help you out. I'm like, you think he's going to invest? They talked to Crockett. Crockett wanted to talk to me because he thought I was athletic and I looked good and I was entertaining. And so me and Crockett ended up talking. And we talked for maybe, he had 4 months left. We talked all those 4 months. He said, give me a call when you get out. I legit thought Crockett wanted me to cut his grass. I sure did. Come on. But I gave him a call. He came and picked me up, took me out to Bennigan's. That was the first time someone ever offered professional wrestling to me. Okay. I turned him down because I wasn't mature yet. I just wanted the money.
Yeah.
Mm. How old were you?
24, 25.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Still mature. Not even, I would have asked that money up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So he turned me down. He said, when you're ready, give me a call. 2 years later, and within these 2 years, I'm back and forth in jail. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I also know those type of people, when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Call Crockett back and say, hey, man, whatever you need, whatever I need to do, I'll do it. He said, this won't cost you nothing but time and dedication. And if you want it, I'll know it. Came and picked me up, flew me to Atlanta, first time ever being on an airplane. Went to 2 WCW shows. They had a back-to-back show. And that was my first time at a wrestling event ever. Oh, my goodness. And he's sitting there. He's done retired. He's a cameraman. He's ready to, he's done. He's sitting there with me, and Ric Flair music hits. And I'm watching, and I'm seeing it, and I'm feeling these, just the adrenaline and the people. And Ric Flair comes down, and Crockett's like, see, that could be you. That could be you. Remember how you was dancing in jail? That could be you dancing. You dancing to the ring. And you can get in there. You can use all those dances. I saw you do a split in jail. You could do that. He pretty much talked my character,
into existence.
Wow.
Into existence. And this is like, it's a good thing, good feeling with me because nobody knows how it feels to like have that. Like, this is a freaking story, fairy tale. This is from the deputies to meeting Crockett to him telling me this to me going to developmental with George South, him training me, and Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull training me, to Rick Michaels' dad and meeting Bill Behrens and Rick Michaels' dad said, hey, man, you belong on TV. Now, this is 3 years into me being trained. Mm-hmm. Rick Michaels' dad, I'm in Georgia. He said, me and AJ Styles before AJ was on TV.
Wow.
Before he was on TV. He said, you belong on TV, man. I said, bro, I'm just happy I'm not in jail. And I can wrestle, man. Right. They was paying me $15 and a couple hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even have a goal. You don't have the vision yet, right?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. I'm so green. Take it like I was happy that different route was just peaceful. And they accepted me. I could dance. I would do country music after I would rap. Ask AJ. I would sing a country song. Whether it was Waylon Jennings,
Yes.
some Digging Up Bones.
Randy
Bones,
Travis.
yeah.
Randy Travis. I was singing that. You know what I'm saying? Going from there to sending a tape in. He said, "Send this tape in." Made me a tape. I sent it in. I got a call from Terry Taylor 2 weeks later.
2 weeks?
2 weeks
Dang.
later. So this is like, I'm just like, it's rolling and happening. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Like
Like, this is too easy.
not easy, but I
But
just
I mean,
wasn't
like, it's just
believing
happened,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 2 weeks I got a call, and then they flew up to meet Vince. Now this is the funny part right here.
Imagine that, right?
You know, I'm learning. They say, "Hey, you're right." I put that I was like 6'3", 260. So, right?
He didn't call you out on that, did he?
As soon as he laid eyes on me.
Hey, pal.
Oh my, yeah. So Terry Taylor looks at me. He's like, "You're not 6'3". I said, "No, I'm actually 6'1". He said, "You're not 260". I said, "Bruh," I said, "I've been trying to gain more weight." I said, "But," and he said, "All right, come on." Took me away and Vince loved me. And 2 weeks after that, I was given my first contract.
Jeez.
And I was on the contract for maybe, you know how it is when you first signed. Way back then, it was about 7 months. And I didn't go nowhere.
Just getting paid.
Just getting paid. I called them. Because I didn't don't y'all, they sending me this money and I haven't gone to work yet. She said, "Don't worry about it, Skillet. It's fine. It's okay." I said,
it's
"No,
coming."
ma'am." Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. Don't
Vince
worry.
glad it's coming. But ma'am, I don't want to get this money back. I can't pay it back. I can't. I can't pay it back. She said, "It's fine. It's fine." Terry had to call me and tell me it's okay.
Just save some of that because we've got a thing called taxes now.
Which I didn't. That's a whole different story. Yep. I'll come back on the next podcast for that one.
Everybody learns that lesson the hard way.
Oh my gosh, yes. Vinnie Mac had to help me with that one too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, man. Big news. WWE and sports fans. The world's #1 sports fan festival, Fanatics Fest, is making its return to New York City. Fanatics is bringing you closer to the leagues, teams, superstars, and athletes you love across 4 action-packed days in July. Meet your favorite WWE superstars, get your hands on exclusive merch, catch live podcasts, and interact with the biggest names in sports. Tickets are on sale now, and fans of the podcast get a 10% discount by using code TAKER10 at checkout.
Y'all have a special relationship too, huh?
Oh man, yes. And I'll never, regardless of what
Yep.
circumstance or whatever, he always got, that's my, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I fed my family. I was able to like make a living for years. I've been around this business for like, I've been in people's households. I've been on submarines.
Oh, I don't want to go on a submarine.
Very narrow. Very narrow. You know,
I don't want to go.
I don't want that Vince got stuck and I had to push me in the ass.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Give me this. Give me the story on that. How do you and Vince end up on a submarine where you have to push his ass up?
So I did the shoulder thing and pushed him in the ass. Yeah, all right. But that's the only way he got stuck. Going between, we had to crop these little hole things.
The hatches.
The hatches, yeah. The submarine, like,
But why were y'all on the submarine?
they was giving us a tour of it. We was doing something with the military.
Okay,
He would
okay.
always take me with him with the military.
Yeah.
So it was, you want to go to the submarine? I'm like, yeah. Big Show couldn't go.
No, he ain't getting on the submarine.
They said he would not fit, and like he could not go at all. And when Vince got stuck, we saw why Big Show couldn't go.
I'm surprised.
That he didn't.
I'm surprised Vince didn't make Big Show go.
Right?
Right? That would have been Vince 101 to make Big Show go on there.
Yes, that part.
And then when he couldn't get through the hatch, then give him all kind of grief. But that's funny. Vince wouldn't fit.
He would not fit.
Wow.
And it was like, I mean, he wasn't like overly big, but they're made just for those small guys.
Oh, thank you.
Now I'm curious. Was it a modern submarine or was it like an old? Was it like
It's a Pontiac.
It was a Pontiac? It was an old one.
I don't know.
I know. I just want to know. My point to this is my point. Like the basketball player David Robinson, they called him the Admiral. Mm-hmm. When he came out of the Naval Academy, they put him on a submarine. He was 6'10",
Was he
or
skinny?
even 7 foot.
But that's long.
I know, but still,
We talking about
I know, but
Plump.
still,
Plump.
it can't be easy to get.
Juicy, thick, big boned.
Big bone.
Anyway, I got a little distracted with that because I started thinking about, 7 foot and big back.
No, he's tall, yeah, but he's not. Like I said, they're about this size right here.
No way. No, thank you.
Might be a little
I'm
bigger.
out. I'm not
If
even
you
claustrophobic.
oh yeah, you're gonna be tested.
No.
You're gonna be tested.
No, thank you.
I've been on what's the big aircraft carrier ships?
Right.
I've been on those.
Those are huge.
I've experienced more in this business with Vince McMahon than I've ever experienced in my life, and that people will only read about in history books.
Did you realize in the moment? Because I look back, sometimes it's hard to realize those things in the moment. You know what I mean? Because they kind of become normal because you're doing so many crazy things that it's like it becomes your normal, but it's not normal by any stretch of the imagination.
None, and that's what those things, those words, phrases we hear of. Take time to smell the roses. You know what I'm saying? Like we never stop to look and embark on what we're experiencing, witnessing, going through, and oh man, like you can replay I can replay my life back and just shit was good.
Yeah.
It is. It's probably amazing to be in one situation, wondering what tomorrow brings to where you're at now, the platform that you have, the experiences that you have,
The life you've changed.
Yeah, that's and the more we do this, the more I do this, it ain't for me. It's for every life that I'll change. You just said that a lot of things I've been thinking about for a long time. When fans come to me and tell me they saw me and they grew up with me, this and that, it's the life I changed. I think that's what all this is about.
But you have that special quality that every person you talk to feels, you make them feel so super special. I mean, people backstage, fans, everybody, you just have that amazing
Oh, thank you, Mitch.
trait that we all,
that's a gift.
it's
It
such
really
a
is
gift.
Yeah. I know when I come around the shows, you're like one of the people that I actually look out and seek.
Yes,
I mean, one, because obviously we worked together for so long,
right.
but it's
Yeah.
just, where's truth? That's,
I love your
Yes.
hugs. Yeah.
We have a hug. We've always hugged like that since day one, though, right?
yeah. I mean, it's always been like that. You know? So it's
Always.
always special because, again, there's been so much turnover already since I've been gone.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of people, I mean, I know who they are, but I don't know them.
Some he
And
doesn't
then,
know.
You look for those.
The ones you know.
I look for the Rays and I look for the R-Truths
Yes.
and the Randys.
The
and-
Randys, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, me, Ray, and Randy, about the only ones left, right?
Yeah, you guys
Which
are.
begs the question, like I know you get it all the time, but you look the freaking exact same. How is that possible? Not even just looking the same, you move the same. Like you still do the splits, you still,
I never stopped working out since high school, though.
oh, neither have I, but I aged 58 years. I mean,
You
what's
did
the
stop.
secret?
There's no secret.
He said you did stop.
What did she stop? You stopped. What did she do?
Well,
It may be the people that she hangs out with.
well, no, I feel like you don't stop because you get old because you stop.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? I heard Billy Gunn say that. Look at Billy. Like
He is jacked still.
and I'm a true believer in that. Like, I really, I tell my son this too. I said, man, I still see you as the little kid cutting the lawnmower in front of me. Like, I don't know if I stop in my mind
Yeah.
at a certain time frame or I just do it till I'm stop. You know what I'm saying? When I say I'm gonna ride till the wheels fall off, that's what I'm at. And
Well, I think
I really feel when you stop using what you got, you lose it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Is
That is
there? You do have such an incredible connection with your fans, and I want to get to something else a little bit later about that. But is there something that you? Is there part of our truth that the fans you wish they could see that maybe they don't?
I wish you could see that I'm normal, like everybody else. I never.
Wait a minute.
Well, in certain, I go through the same things that everybody else
There
go
you go.
through.
All right, now I'm with you.
Gotcha.
You got me back.
Yeah,
You got me back.
I go through the same things that everybody go through. Happy, sad, disappointed, depressed, angry. I have all those same emotions and feelings that everybody else have. I'm human. But I try to make it a habit. I try to make it my mission. When I'm outside of when I'm out in public, you won't ever see that on me. Because once I've been propelled to this position that I'm in, I'm looked upon as a different way. I'm looked upon as a light.
Yeah.
And there's no need for you to see my lights dim because I got something personal going on with, because I'm out for you to be, I'm out to be seen now. But just when you see me, just know, you never know.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, I think that goes a long way, because sometimes there are encounters when people are so invested in the people that they follow, or their celebrities, and then they come across these people sometimes and they're like, oh man, he was a dick.
Right.
Right. Or man, he was rude. And, I don't think it's really good that you can carry that and suppress what's going on in your real life, because a lot of times sometimes it gets so overwhelming and the person comes up and there's a little too demanding. And I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons. I'm sure there's celebrities they're a-holes.
Right.
There just is. I mean, that's just, but I think for most bad interactions or encounters are a lot of times that very same thing, that, you know what, we have real lives going on and we have to put this hat on. But, I think I like to think that anyway, that's probably the main reason why bad encounters with celebrities happen. And then
I would hope so too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, I will hope that you're not a celebrity and will just have that bad.
Yeah.
Just be a bad person, you know what I'm saying? To be propelled like that. But, you never know what somebody's going through, what they just went through, or who's sick in their family, who they just lost. There's so much going on. But I will always be that shining beacon of light, because I know what it's like to not have one.
Bam. There it is. Exclamation point. Man. No, that's great. I tell you what, and I think that's, another thing I was talking about the fans a little bit ago. Obviously you just went through a situation with the contract. It's been, like I say, recently, it's been a few months now.
Yeah.
A lot of speculation online. Was he released? Did this happen? All of that happen. How moved were you by your fan base rallying?
They said no.
They weren't having it.
They said nope, not today.
Not having it. And if you want to tell the story, I know you've probably talked about it before. I mean, please feel free to tell the whole story. But the gist of the question is basically, wow, your fans got your back, man. So,
oh man, that's there's no words. Webster's dictionary. What other dictionaries do we have?
I think that's
enough.
it.
That's it.
Webster's. That's the only one I have.
There's no words in the dictionary to express how that felt. That was, man, my son was behind me when I got the call. And when I did the tweet, it was just I couldn't be salty. I'm not mad. Like we said at the beginning, top of this thing, Truth, you've been here for a while. You've experienced a lot. Like, yes,
right.
The ride. I'm thinking about the ride. My dad would always say, enjoy the ride, son. The ride was phenomenal, AJ. It was great. And I owe the thanks to WWE. I owe thanks to the fans. I owe thanks to the universe. I owe thanks to everybody that enjoyed this ride. And then when that tweet went out, that was all it was meant to be.
Right.
And it just... that's the first thing that ever happened in my life. Most moving thing that ever happened in my life.
Bad.
My son, who was, he's 25, and when I lived in Tennessee, that's who was with me. That's who I had to take care of. When I gave up, that's who I thought I you know what I'm saying?
Kept going for.
I kept going for him, you know what I'm saying? I was a single father. I was trying, you know what I'm saying, before I met my wife, it was just like, for him to say, Dad, it was worth it.
Oh, wow.
I just broke down. That was deep to me. When he saw it, he was like, wow, Dad, it was worth it. So just a nigga knew everything in my mind. Like, man, I've missed anniversaries. I've missed your school graduate. I missed there's so many things, occasions, funerals. There's so many things I've missed in life that I never did get to accomplish. So many things, like it was just because of this wrestling business, and I did it. I did the best I could, but my son said, "Dad, it was worth it, man." It was like, I just brought tears to my eyes. And to see the fans, to hear them, man, like I'm watching and I'm hearing, "We want truth." Yeah. Y'all don't know how that felt. That's lightning in a bottle. It never happens. It
was beautiful, and it wasn't just the fans. I mean, it was your colleagues, because
colleagues, yes.
The reaction here in our house was the same. I was like,
really?
Is this what this can't be real? We're like, not truth. Like, there's no way. We had this discussion right when we saw it. I was like, there's no way. But then the colleagues too started speaking out, and goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh! Like
in
my peers at work, the ring crew, the camera crew, the crew of the truck, like every part of that machine that makes it work spoke up again for me. Like, we always ask, are we worthy? Are we, like, and it brings like such joy. It almost makes me want to cry, because it's like, to feel that kind of love is like, I want everybody to feel that at some point. That's an awesome feeling.
You know what that says, though? You know what that says?
What's that?
It says you did it right.
It's a testament to who you are, yeah.
Because in our industry, to have your colleagues put themselves out there where they could, in a position where there could be you know, it could come back a little bit. That means that you've touched a lot of people's lives, and what you've done it the right way, man. So that's it was incredible. And for an old salty guy like me that's been around and seen so much, like I was genuinely moved to like, dang, this guy has made an impression in people's lives. And when you can do that with your colleagues and the people that surround us, our production, like you said, the production crew, and that says a whole lot about the human being right there. And if nothing else ever great happened in your career, having your fan base go to bat for you and your colleagues, man, good on you, brother. Man. That's awesome.
And it was a good testament too of that many people, over 100 million on all social media.
100 million?
Over 100 million.
Holy shnikes.
Everybody all agreed on one thing. That was deep to me.
That's so deep.
In this world?
In this time.
In the wrestling community, man, it's
100 million.
Not even the wrestling community. Scratch that.
Just the world.
In the life right now, to have that many people
agreeing on one thing.
You know, on this show, we talk a lot about the grind, the history, and what it took to build a legacy in this business. Guys like Austin, Rock, Cena, and obviously the women who completely revolutionized the division.
Oh, thanks, babe. Nice of you to notice. But you're right. The history of WWE is unmatched. And for the fans who lived through those eras with us, that nostalgia is incredibly powerful.
It really is. And if you want to represent that history, WWEShop and Fanatics have the ultimate collection of official WWE Legends merchandise.
They really do. They have everything from classic graphic tees and hoodies to retro jackets and title belts. And honestly, the women's fits and styles they have now, they're amazing. I went on Fanatics the other day and the selection's massive. You can find gear for all the greats, including, of course, The Undertaker.
Grab your Legends gear at WWEShop and Fanatics today.
Think about all the things on TV that you've done. And I want you to tell me what's your favorite funny moment, but think about that. I mean, you've touched us in so many ways. You've got, well, for crying out loud, you broke Brock down. You brought a ladder to a match that did not involve one. You had, who was the imaginary hot tag with in that one Rumble? Dom? Was it Dom?
Yes.
Was it Dom? Yeah. 7-second dance break, Little Jimmy. I mean, like the list goes on to how much you have entertained us. Like, do you come up with, I mean, knowing you probably come up with most of that, no?
Some of it, but a lot of it just happens, you know, organically on the fly.
Yeah.
The Little Jimmy thing happened
That was great.
Little Jimmy was supposed to be John Cena fans. But when I turned and started talking, it's like, oh, he's talking to the kid right there. He's talking to him right there.
It was so good.
Little Jimmy was born.
Yeah. Little Jimmy had a hell of a run.
Little Jimmy had a hell of a run. And people still ask about him. Grown people that drive cars and pay bills.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't you pitch for Little Jimmy to have his own action figure?
I did.
What would it be?
Stephanie McMahon said we can't do that, Truth. We got to get the people
would it
something.
be? What would
just
it be,
be like a
an
little
empty
extra
box?
space in your
No, he don't get in the box with me. Just his own
Just
box.
an empty
Just a-
box.
well,
People
empty
would buy
box.
it.
empty box.
People would buy
I
it.
bet they'd buy it.
They would buy it.
I would, yeah.
They would buy
would-
Little Jimmy.
The wrestling community, yeah, they would definitely buy it.
I'm going to ask Hunter, can
You
we
need to
sell
go
Little
buy it.
Jimmy?
Oh,
You need
yeah.
to bring little Jimmy back.
And just sell his action figure.
Hashtag
Just-
bring little Jimmy back.
There you go.
Hashtag bring Little Jimmy back. Would you buy one?
Yeah,
I'd buy
I would
one.
buy
You buy one?
I'd buy one.
But if this takes off, I'm gonna need 5%.
Okay, if you take off, we'll split it off.
Split it. Use it at the
Cookout.
cookout. Yep.
How do we get back to the cookout?
We got the White Album Cookout is coming to you. We could do different towns.
Oh, tour.
The White Album Cookout coming to your town.
I mean, I'm just gonna ask, how'd you come up with the White Album? It's a country music album.
Have you heard it? Me and Jay Trax was just sitting around coming up with a title for the song. He's my producer. He's like, "Oh, what you gonna call it?" I'm like, well, it's not rap. Let's just surprise people. Just call it the White Album."
I love it.
He said, "Why?" I'm like, "Have you heard it yet?"
That's great. Oh, I thought so. Oh, that's so good. It's so
Brilliant.
good. So good.
So if you see a White
good.
Album, you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna try this White Album. Check it out."
So good.
It's the White Album, right?
Makes perfect sense.
Oh, I love it.
Undertaker, remember? I was gonna say I got to say this, and I don't want you to get hot. Remember when your pod caught on fire, your hair caught on fire before you got in the pod?
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Not just his hair.
I was beside him.
Oh,
in my
shoot.
pod beside him, and I was trying to get his attention. He would not look at
No.
me. He was like on
I'll tell you what.
12 levels of hot.
Literally and figuratively. Like he
Right?
was
Like sizzling, steaming.
sizzling.
And I had my face
Skin
up to the
burn.
mirror, like right here, trying to look at him. And he was just straight. He was not looking at me at all.
Oof. He had one
Yeah.
person on his mind, and it was the
Yeah.
pyro guy.
Yeah, that was not the night to have my attention.
Oof.
Good.
After you didn't look, after I kept, and I was, he was still.
Oh yeah.
He was focused, but he was thinking about the match, and he was thinking about I
Killing
need to
somebody.
holler.
But yes. Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
He
it
came back,
potentially
but-
could have been.
Yeah.
On many different levels, that whole night could have been far worse.
Yeah.
Not only for me.
He came back and the doctors were trying to throw wet towels on him. He was looking for one person.
Oh my gosh, I won't forget that one.
I mean, I don't recommend being caught on fire. It's not on my favorite
Oh, my
list
God.
of things to do or have done to you. And
Yeah, that was bad.
yeah,
That was one of my early in pay-per-views too. So it was just,
You're like, what?
I was like, oh, somebody
Some-
in trouble. Oh, he's mad. He's steaming hot.
yeah, he's
Literally,
hot.
Put up,
he's hot.
Yeah, he's hot. Taker's hot. I mean, yeah. No, I don't think it's ever been more true. And in that
Oh my
case.
gosh.
Ooh. Yeah, that guy he's probably pulling one of your lines. My bad.
He
My
probably
bad.
left her. I would have
That's
left
on me.
her, right?
Oh, he was gone. I don't think
Oh
he
yeah,
ever showed back up either.
That message was relayed long. It looked like a ghost town when I got back there.
Oh.
Nobody would make eye contact with me. There was tumbleweed rolling back through the pyro board back there because I walked all
And
the
you
way
was
back
looking
through.
for
and
one person, yeah.
dude.
Body going into shock, still just trying to find.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
bad.
Yeah, that's great.
So do you have a favorite funny moment?
I don't. And it's hard. It's almost like people asking me, do I have a favorite match?
Yeah.
I think every funny moment to me has its own unique little recipe that made it so funny or made it, I got something from it that night. Even with the Brock thing.
Oh, man.
All the 24/7 stuff was very funny because it was like on the fly.
Right.
Who does stuff on a tarmac?
No.
And I think we was in maybe Germany or Dubai or somewhere when we did that on the tarmac. Who was overseas?
Yeah.
We did them everywhere. And it was funny. New York, during Christmas. That was funny because, oh my gosh, it was so cold.
Oh,
and
bad.
the dude, we had a horse, right? And we wanted the horse to run fast. But the guy was okie-doking us because he was speaking to the horse in Espanol. And telling the horse to slow down, but we didn't know it. Yeah, he
There was no underlay.
He said, I don't know, my horse wants to run, he wants to run. And so like I said, give him some more money. So he gave him some more money, and he would speak Spanish to the horse trot a little bit more faster.
Oh,
you know
that's
what I'm
funny.
saying? So the more money we gave him, yeah, he worked us good.
That's funny.
Everybody got game, man.
Everybody got a game. It's all the work.
And you literally crashed
His wedding.
James, his real
Oh my
wedding,
God,
right?
Yes, that was funny.
That was funny.
great.
I remember that.
He was so committed with that. He was so committed. Everybody was committed
His
with it
wife's a
24/7.
trooper.
Yeah.
She was,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It did crazy numbers.
Oh, I bet.
Did you know Forbes magazine did a write-up about it?
How did the John Cena being your childhood hero, how did that come about?
Vince.
Vince, really?
Excuse me, that was a Vince write. Vince wrote that. And the first time I did the promo, I said that I grew up watching Cena. You know, I would sit there watch him do his Saturday morning, you know what I'm saying, challenges, and the people bought it.
They bit hard.
They bid hard, and they said, he grew up watching him. He grew up watching John Cena, and John Cena is his childhood hero. They went with it, you know what I'm saying?
They did.
You can't tell.
Did you have to call John and get permission to use his moves?
I called John, asked him, can I use his shorts? John suggested I do the moves.
Yeah,
He said, I think you
sounds
should
like
do
John.
everything. Yes. The shirt, the Ron Cena was John's idea.
Oh, wow.
He said, I think you do a shirt the same way I do mine, and you put your face there. I was like, I said, you serious? He's like, yeah, we're brothers, right? I said,
Yes, we are.
that is genius. Like
So smart.
He was smart with the whole thing with it, man, and I just ran with it.
Yeah.
It works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of guys in the business that were smart that would have said, he ain't gonna make money off of me like that. But the John's different.
He didn't care. He didn't.
No.
John is
That's why
John.
John's John.
John. Exactly. That's why John is John. I think about bringing my daddy into it too.
Oh, wait. Please do.
Your dad
Tell
like
me
you?
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Cena took me in. So my mom was doing an indie show. She went to an indie show, right?
Mom was doing any show. Okay.
She went to an indie show and she met this guy named Steve.
And then what happened?
One thing led to another.
We'll leave that. Okay.
One thing
We'll leave
led
that story.
to
We'll leave
another.
that storyline right there.
Oh, no, that's
goodness.
great. That's funny. The 7-second dance break. That one just hit me. That was fun too.
That was Vince.
That was Vince. The 7-second dance break.
He will say, just out of nowhere, just do his
Start
dance
dancing.
break. I was in the middle of the promo, just stop and just start dancing. That's all right. It worked.
It worked.
There was people doing it on TV. I think I saw somebody doing it on, it was on one of those big major talk shows. They started doing 7-second dance
Dance
break.
Call it on.
I think it helps. It breaks, you know what I'm saying? Like some people say, when you're mad or you're upset, take a minute to just like calm down, think about it before you make a decision to talk. Or a 7-second dance break, dog, will like stop
I'll
you
do
from.
Yeah. Stop you doing something bad, right?
When you got burnt, when you was looking for dude, if you did a
Should've
7-second dance
Should have
break,
been wheeling in there.
No. No. Mm-mm. I don't think so. I don't think it would have helped that time. Most times, yeah, maybe it would have helped.
not that night.
No, I don't think there was much helping.
I don't know.
that
Look,
night.
he hit some dance move in the kitchen the other night, and I said, please don't ever do that
Did
again.
he?
He did.
Oh, right, you know.
Okay.
And those new
Hey,
knees.
got them new knees and new hips, bro. I'll break it out at the cookout.
Y'all see that, right?
He said
At
it.
the cookout, me and Tate, he gonna be dancing to the White Owl.
I can two-step
That's
now.
gonna get some views.
Huh?
Yeah, that'll get some views. That'll get some
Yeah, I
views.
don't know if those are the views I need though. That might kill me off for real.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, that's good.
You and Cena, no prep time. In a wrap off.
Oh.
Who wins?
I don't know, man. I'm not really a freestyle. I don't freestyle.
You got to sit back and create.
Yes, I'm a deep thinker, a talker. I like writing about experiences,
Tell stories.
tell stories, give knowledge, give insight. I think anybody can freestyle and just say some cool words. I want to pull and push and raise.
Mark and freestyle.
Mark who? Henry?
Well, I did rap one time.
Mark Henry?
Yeah.
Was it
Do
good?
tell.
Don't bring it up, though.
Oh, no.
No, never.
Yeah,
never.
don't do that.
Never.
Mark told me if
I would
I say
never.
anything about it, he was
Oh,
gonna,
no. Ain't nobody
No.
watch
Gonna
this.
kill me.
Nobody watches.
And Mark, I
Go
didn't
ahead
bring
and
it
tell
up.
us.
Mark said he's gonna kill me if I told one more person about that.
Oof.
Yeah.
One more person.
you.
So you did tell somebody.
I just told y'all.
That's
oh,
it.
that's it. Oh, that was it. Okay.
I just told Taker and Mitch. That's it.
Okay. Yep. And we don't even know what it's all about.
My dog, yeah. He ain't gonna see this, is he?
No. Mm-mm. Yeah, I wouldn't want.
We just play this for ourselves.
I'm gonna get
Entertain
a
ourselves.
text. I'm gonna get a text from Mark Henry. When I see you.
When I see you, I'm gonna
Take made
strangle
me do
you.
it.
Yeah, there you go.
Take
There you
made me
go.
do it.
Yes.
There you go.
I said, Take made me do it, dog. Gotta call Take.
There it is.
Boom. I'm out.
Why are you looking
Damn,
at me?
Dad.
Why you
Why you
too
gotta-
late?
Why? Come on, man.
How I come up on there, Dad?
Yeah. No, he'll watch.
I
Why you
told
gotta
him not
bring
to
me
talk
up?
about that.
Oh, Mark.
I said, man, that's one thing he said. He said, I want to
yeah.
talk about this.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out. That's cut.
Cut.
It's not
Cut that.
Cut.
done.
Done. Nobody heard that.
Nobody heard it.
But what about the haircut, man?
Want to look like my dad. Okay, that's just, it was time, man. It was time. And I love how everything happened right through the whole caboose of, the contract, me getting released, all this and that, to me cutting the hair. I found a moment. I've been around this business long enough. You find moments to make.
To
Yeah.
evolve.
Yeah.
One of my songs on the White Album.
White
Moments
Album.
Made.
Check it out.
Well, I love how people was like, oh man, you cut your hair, that's your essence. Or you cut your hair, you lost your power, or what statement are you making? Well, it was time.
Yeah.
I was joining dreads together and my hair was getting thin and thinner and thinner. I've fried and dyed and laid my
Fried?
hair to the side for many years.
I gotta use that one.
If
Fried,
you go back
dyed.
and look at pictures of me with blonde hair, like you don't see too many dark-skinned people with blonde hair. I had blonde hair, I had straightened hair, I had permed hair, relaxed hair,
all of it.
all of them.
Takes a toll.
The hair took a hell of a toll. So you laugh because
No,
you know,
bro. Hey, I'm sympathizing.
He's laughing
Bro,
in recognition.
that is the laugh of
You've
recognition.
been there, right?
That is the laugh of recognition.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I am 100%. I'm on your team on this.
It was time. So I did an interview with Chris VV, right? And they had the camera shine down on me. And I'm not talking. And I went back and watched the tape. I'm like, the hell? I could see my scalp. I could see my brain. I could see what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, nah, dog. I can't be going out like that. You know what I'm saying? And I kept the dreads for my wife and for my producer. I kind of was like ready to get rid of them anyway. It took 2 DMs that I saw. One girl said, hey, boo-boo. You got 3, maybe 4 dreads joined together and they're holding strong. She said, we're going to love you. We love you. But it's time to let it go. So I like, girl.
I won't see that.
Second DM. Hey, Unc. Dog, we're going to always root for you. but it's time to let him go.
That one stung. Oh,
That one, Taker, that was that.
I got you.
So, with everything happening, and I just had the big comeback, and I was already talking about it, and I asked Hunter, I said, hey, can I cut my hair? He's like, oh, why? I said, man, I want to cut my hair. I said, I want to change. I said, it's thinning out, Hunter. I want a new look. He's all right, let's figure out when. I said, now it's a good time, perfect time. It's a new me. It's and it's like, all right, if you want to do it tonight, we do it tonight. And so it was just me. It was time. I felt like it was the end of a new beginning.
yeah.
It gave me so much more mileage. Feel like I reinvented myself with it. And I've always been that one that we live, we create, we adapt, we evolve. And we have to go on with the time. I wasn't going to hold on to it forever.
Were you
know what I'm
looking
saying?
forward to being a heel? Like, did you want to use that to go completely?
I'm easy go like that. But I think those hundreds of millions of people, they wanted our truth.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted the guy that made them feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Laugh. And that's what
yeah.
they wanted. It wasn't the mean guy or not the mean guy. Well, Ron Killings was the guy that, he just wasn't a nice hard truth.
Yeah.
He felt like he was owed something. He felt like they took advantage of him. He felt like he was overlooked. It's our truth. He can't be overlooked.
No, and you're the best to ever. I mean, the comedic relief that I don't think there's anybody better at the comedic relief than you. I mean, I don't even think it's close. And fans want that, because that's special.
You get there with the amount of time that you've been there too. Like they tried, like there's a certain, you get to a certain point when you have runs like you've had. Mm-hmm. Your audience is not going to accept going from one thing. I don't want this guy. I want to be entertained by this guy. There's nothing else that you're going to give me. A hard ass is not going to. That's not what I want. Right.
Right.
When I turned heel as when I was the American Badass, when I turned heel, I think our audience kind of played along with it.
Right.
They didn't want to hate me. They wanted me to kick in people's ass. The same thing with Austin. We tried to make Austin a heel there late in his run. It was like, no, that's not what we want. Not what we want. And you're in that same.
Well, it runs in his family.
Position.
It runs in the family with you, John. I mean,
yes, exactly.
Yeah, you
genetic.
Once you get to that ultimate respect and appreciation from your fan base, they're just not going to accept it unless you come at them from a different way. I don't think you can work yourself into changing. There's certain things that you can do outside that will make you. Yeah, they will turn on you, but that ain't the heat that you want, right? We've experienced and seen that too. But once you get to that level of people and entertaining them in a certain way, that's not what I want. That's not what I want from that character.
Totally agree.
Yeah, and that's exactly. I think that's exactly. You could have punched babies. In the crowd, right? And they would have, well, that might be a bit extreme, but my point. My point to that is,
depends,
it didn't matter what you were going to do. They're not going to buy. Yes. No, they ain't going to buy that. And
that's true. You're right.
And then you end up in a situation where you're doing all this crazy stuff to try to get heat, and they just cheer you more. Right?
That's why when I turned heel first time, they would cheer it, and Vince is like, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Either they're going to. It's cool for you to do things that should be booed.
Yeah.
So
what's next for R-Truth, man?
Cookout.
The cookout.
Well, I mean, not priority wise. I'm just talking about in general at work.
At work, me and Damien gonna hold the tag title for as long as we can, and I'm there, man. I want to leave that place better than when I came there. I want to help those guys, man. They got, oh my God, phenomenal talent there now. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the guys coming in, I want to work with them and help them out in any way I can. Mm-hmm. And then let the universe take me where it takes me. Yeah. I always be around as far as creative. Anytime WWE needs me, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But for me, man, like with the music, with the acting, I got a movie I'm filming in September.
Nice.
Yeah, so the sky's the limit, man. I'm here. And wherever the universe takes me, I just go.
So now we might get you on the big screen again too. Right?
Yeah.
Hey man, the world is your oyster.
It's our oyster.
Our oyster.
Yes.
Are we gonna have those at the cookout?
Oh, they're a little slimy for me.
He's not.
I don't like snotty.
Yeah, he's not. You think it's funny, but it's not.
It's not.
Yeah,
But it's not. See what you
See what he
did
did there? Hey.
Hey man, I can't thank you enough for making some time for us. I know you're busy. You know, you are an
Thank you, man.
entertainment mogul now. I mean, you do a little bit of everything. But I'd love for you to come back. I mean, not just the barbecue, but
Gotcha,
not
yes.
the cookout, but I'd like for you to come back sometime, man, and stay healthy and just keep doing our true things, man. You're making a difference and an impact on people's lives, and it's always good to see an old friend, man.
We love you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. I love y'all too.
Awesome.
Always.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.